Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out the latest video from Draconian from their upcoming new album, and the name of the song is Sorrow of Sophia lyric video. I just hope, deep inside, there's a little bit of a flame that burns, and I hope that there's a music video before the album comes out.
Yeah.
Having said that, I'll take anything that comes my way from Draconian. I'm not being picky. I'm just saying, like, I really want one music video before the album comes out. But I'll take the lyric.
Because in my eyes, they could just do like someone twirling around with toilet paper or just a black screen with the music playing. I don't really care as long as I'm getting some new music.
Wow, you're a simple man.
That's all you really need.
You're a simple man with simple thoughts, I must say. But I don't disagree with you when it comes to Draconian. The presentation is the least of my concerns.
It's
as
a taste.
Exactly. I don't care how it looks like. It's how it tastes.
It's how it tastes.
That's what's important. All right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Do you have any expectations coming into this video?
I'm expecting greatness.
Okay. You're the bar. Like, there's no bar.
There's no bar.
You just took the bar down because sky's the limit.
There's no point in putting a bar there.
All right. With Draconian, there's just no bar. It's just sky's the limit. All right. All right. Let me put my headphones on and let's check this out. Wow. I haven't looked at the track listing yet for this album, but I wouldn't be surprised if this song comes at the middle of the record, around that area there. I think it has the perfect feel for a little bit of a dip in the middle of the album and then pick up towards the second half. I haven't seen the tracking listing, but I'm just, based on how this song sounds, I'm thinking that. But anyways, I have quite a few things to say, but I want to hear your opinion first. What did you think of this track? Sometime today?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just,
we don't have all day. You realize?
I know
that,
we don't
right?
have all
Like,
day.
people don't like. This is not a ASMR channel where people came here to watch you making like noises for like 5 minutes or.
I'm sorry. It's just hard to.
No, that's an idea. We could do that.
That's an idea.
We could do that. We could totally do that.
A&P-REACTS ASMR channel.
ASMR channel where we watch Draconian and we just do grunting noises
Because of
how good the song is, and it kind
Exactly.
of made us become speechless for the duration of the video. All right. So what did you think of this track?
It's just, I don't know what to say. I can't. I just can't take. I can't say the words that I really want to say.
I think I found the for this song. I think I found the best way to describe how it feels to me. Because if I sit here and I try to describe how this song sounds and feels, it's very hard, because there's so much emotion into the track that's really hard for me to break that down into clear thoughts and concise words and make sense out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just really hard. So the best way for me to describe this song, or how it felt to me, is this. If nature, if a scenery could become a song, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you look at a painting, or you look at a picture, or you look at a video of a beautiful scenery or something like that. So if those kind of things, if we could convert, if there was a machine where we could put a still image of nature, or a video image of nature of something, and convert that into music, this would be that time of the year when you go from summer into fall, and it gets colder earlier in the day. Like, it's not as hot, like the days start to become shorter again, and it gets colder early on in the day. And you're outside, and it was a nice day, you're outside, you're wearing shorts, but suddenly, earlier than usual,
It starts to get cold.
it starts to get cold. I'm not talking about deeper into the summer. I'm talking about like that first moment when you realize that the summer is over and the fall is around the corner. It's that moment when you're outside wearing shorts and a t-shirt, the day was amazing, and then suddenly around 5:30, 6 o'clock, this cold breeze comes in out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. The day was beautiful. But suddenly things get darker. The sun starts to go down faster. That cold breeze comes in, and it's not cold enough that it requires you to put on a jacket, but it's cold enough to remind you that the summer is dying and there's a new season that's going to be born. This song, to me, specifically with the female clean vocals, specifically during those stretches, it's that cold breeze that gently caresses you and lets you know that there is a part of the world that is dying, but with that death, there's going to be a reborn later on. And the harsh vocals is that breeze when there's a little bit more of a gust. Like, so that breeze is hitting you and you're like, okay, it's kind of getting chilly.
Then it gets harder.
Then suddenly there's this gust and you're just like, and you shiver, right? And then it goes away again and there's just this calm breeze. And you see the leaves, like the tree slightly shaking. If we could put that moment when you're outside at the end of the summer, early September, and you start to feel that cold breeze and you finally realize the summer is over, a season is dying, but there's a new season that's going to be born, and then you get hit with that gust, this would be, if there was a machine where I can put that in, this song would be the output of said machine.
When you said that, I thought you were going to say, like, instead of what you said, I thought you were going to say if we were going to put a picture for it to kind of match the scenery, I thought you were going to say, like, the Icelandic cliffs, and the waves are coming in, and it's kind of like darker outside.
See, I see what you're saying there, and I don't necessarily disagree. But the song, the way it's built, I'm looking at the song the way it's built. Starts off with those incredible vocals. She has a magnificent voice. I mean, piercing voice. So the way it starts with her voice, and she pretty much dominates the whole track. There's not a lot of harsh vocals in this track. Yeah. There's only 2 moments where those come in. So it's a song that dulls your existence, that dulls your emotion because of the way it's structured. But then once in a while it hits you a little bit harder. Even threw some curveballs at me. I thought after that middle stretch there, the middle bridge in the middle there was really symphonic, if you will. Really great instrumentation, great orchestration. That piece there in the middle. I thought afterwards, I thought it was going to come in with the heavy vocals and it was going to be heavy again, and it didn't. It went back to the clean, melodic, melancholic vocals and stuff. So there was a few things that caught me off guard because if I think of the prototypical structure for a song like this,
when you think
you would almost expecting it.
Yeah, because I was thinking that too. Sometimes in the song, it would kind of be like
you were expecting something.
Yeah, because it would be going in that direction where I'd be thinking, okay, harsh vocals are coming. It's going to become a little bit heavier, and then die down after. But it didn't happen.
Exactly. Which is good because it keeps you on your toes.
It is,
and it doesn't allow the track to become just another track that follows the same patterns. So the reason I use that landscape, not landscape, but that moment in time, everybody's experienced that. Everybody's been at a cottage with their friends having a drink, and suddenly it gets darker sooner, and suddenly that cold breeze starts to come in, and you start to realize, hey, you know what? Summer is over. Winter's around the corner, or the fall is around the corner, and then suddenly that colder that cold breeze becomes just a gust of wind, and then it dies out quickly. It still allows you to enjoy the moment, but it starts to poke at you and tell you that, hey, there's a change happening. There's something happening. I felt this song, the way it's structured, it felt that way to me, because it also brings some of the emotions that you feel at that time. Right? Like when it's the end of the summer, like the summer is always a joyful time because you get to go out, you get to do things, especially for folks that live in countries like Canada, Sweden, Finland, that have really harsh winters. You always look forward to the summer, and the summer is really short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, that moment in time when you realize your summer is over and the fall is around the corner and there's another winter coming, it's a bittersweet time, because as much as we enjoy the summer, a little piece of us feels comfortable with the cold and the dark and the sorrowness and the melancholy that comes with the winter.
Yeah,
it's almost like a comfort zone for those that live in those countries. At least I feel that way. I've been living in Canada since '96, so I always feel that way. For as much as I like the summer, when that cold breeze hits me at the end of the summer, it's bittersweet. Do you know what I mean? It's like a sign of something that's over, or it's going to be over soon, which is the summer. I enjoy myself being outside, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to melancholic landscape that comes with the winter and the
Yeah.
fall, right?
The beautiful snow.
Yeah, the beautiful snow, the leaves falling, all of that kind of stuff, right? So this song to me, from an emotional perspective, it kind of brought me to that specific time. When I go through that in real life, when I experience that breeze, that moment in time that you realize something is ending, a new beginning, a new leaf is turning, this song emotionally kind of put me into that same place. The same emotions that come through me when I'm at that moment in time are the same emotions that this song brought forward, and the way it was constructed, the melody that it has, how melancholic it is, how dark it is, and it's not a heavy track, but it's emotionally heavy.
Yeah,
it's not a heavy track,
really
it's emotionally
emotionally
heavy. Yeah, I felt that way. So that's why I went to that.
And I'm happy that they didn't do much of the actual heavy vocals and picking up the guitar.
Just let her shine.
Yeah, just let her shine. I mean, she's like an angel. And the amount of emotion in this song, you didn't even need all that heavy stuff because you just had that.
Yeah, she has the perfect tone. I mean, it's just incredible. She could be telling you that you won the lottery, and somehow you would be crying, not because you won the lottery, but you would be crying because she somehow has the ability with her voice to bring these things that you have inside that you don't necessarily know how to deal with, and she has the ability of bringing them to the outside.
She can like tell you good news, but
and still feel really sad and sorrow.
Yeah.
She has just her tone in her voice is just magnificent. And I think on this track, the way it's constructed, it kind of give me that cold breeze feel with those harsh winds every so often just coming in and marking their presence. But it's a beautiful track, not a heavy track, not as dynamic as the first single that we did. The first single had more of an up and down feel between clean and harsh vocals. It was more dynamic, if you will. This one is more stand still.
Yeah.
There's
a little bit of a bump, but
there's two bumps in it. But overall, even the orchestration in the middle doesn't change the mood of the song. It just stretches it out. It makes it perhaps more emotional. It makes it feel...
taking away her vocals and adding just like the orchestra.
Gives a little bit more atmosphere to the track. But overall, this is more of a smooth, more of a darker, somber, calm, very calm track. That's what I'm saying. I haven't looked at the track listing yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one is somewhere in the middle of the track listing. Because if you're putting a record together, you almost want to dip the record a little bit in the middle so that the song that comes after this would become the first song on side B. If you're looking at a vinyl, you're looking side A and side B. You want a song like this, in my opinion, you want this to be either the end of the record or the end of the one side, so then you can pick up on the second side with a little bit more of a kick that will allow you then to have that first hill, and then you can go up and down for the rest of the ride.
It's like a long song where it's like at the start, it's normal, very heavy, and then it has that dip in the middle where it's very melodic, and then it comes back.
Yeah,
this is the melodic dip.
And to me, like I said, it works well if you have it at the end of the record because it closes off the album really nicely, or if you have it in the middle of the album, because if you're looking at modern days, you're listening, it doesn't really matter because all the songs on your iPad or whatever, they're just playing in order. It makes no sense. But if you're looking from a vinyl perspective or a tape, whatever the case might be, where you have to turn from side A to side B, a song like this at the end of side A is perfect because it gives you that dip, that ending, and it allows the second track, once you turn the vinyl over to the other side, to start high. Because you want to start high. You don't want to start any album with a song that's low. You want to start high so that you get the first dip, and then you can kind of create the necessary dynamic mechanisms for the album to flow nicely.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to start the movie with the main character dying and then watch how he died. Like, you know what I mean? Get a flashback to watch how he died. It kind of ruins the movie if you already know that the main guy is going to die. Now you're just watching to find out how did he get to that point where he died. So you don't want to start that way. You want to start almost with a cliffhanger and then have the album have the proper mechanisms to keep you engaged. So it's going to be interesting in the dynamic of the record where this song is going to sit. I'm just really interested to see how that's going to play out. All right, that's it for today.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow with more videos. See you guys.
See ya.